Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Why'd you change your rally point to the gas here, Integro? It's going to be a MidRank Madness game sent... What the heck? Gas first? Sent to Snipermonkey at the email address in the description. If you want me to cast your MidRank Madness game, make sure it is gold, platinum, or diamond, and then send it. Send it to Snipermonkey. He'll watch it and let me know which ones are good, and I will cast them. Okay, so he gets his rally figured out here on a Lightshade. Bottom right-hand corner, we have the red Terran player, Integro. What the heck was that? In the top left, it is the blue Zerg player, VaLmaLisK, who also went gas first into nothing. What is that? That was such a fast gas. Okay, this early build order stuff is a little bit crazy for a MidRank Madness game, but we'll see how they figure things out the rest of the way. Gas hatchery. Okay, I am so incredibly confused by this. You go racks first. It goes supply depot racks. Here, if you are the Terran player, then you get your gas, and then you have enough gas to make a Reaper. This way you're going to have way too much gas for that. And what is this for? What? Why? I have not been this flabbergasted at an opening to a MidRank Madness game possibly ever in my entire life. Look at this. This pool timing, 17 pool, fine. But 200 gas at this point with nothing to spend it on. I mean, I guess you could upgrade to a lair. That would be something to spend it on here. A sub 2-minute lair could be interesting if you're going for like a Nidus play, which I don't recommend against Terran all that much, but it'd be fun here in MidRank Madness. Ah, it's Beyond style. He's going for a reactor instead of a Reaper. Here is Integro. He's been watching Beyond kick Zerg butt recently, and he's just doing what Beyond does. I think the reason Beyond skips Reaper is not because it's bad, but because he'd rather save his wrists for things that matter, rather than Reaper harass, which I totally get. Overlord comes in. Expansion, thinking about an expansion, but doesn't have the minerals for it. Oh, there we go. Did spend them on this command center. Bam. Coming up on the high ground. Do we have sound turned on? I just realized. Oh, sound was off. Something felt a little weird. I didn't know what it was. Second gas coming in. Factory on the way. I mean... both players are floating immense amounts of gas. There is a quick lair from VaLmaLisK. So, I mean, at least the gas is kind of going to something. Look, got speed and got a lair and still has 200 gas in the bank. That's how early that gas was. That was amazing. Integro, on the other side, is floating about 100 gas, spending his gas on things like factories and starports. And that's about it for now. So, VaLmaLisK, if you're going to be sitting here on 2 bases, the longer we get away, the further away we get from 3 minutes, you're going to want to do something on these 2 bases. If you sit here on 2 bases and just wait for the Terran to attack you on his 2 bases, you're probably going to die in the long run. But if you're going for a Baneling bust, which it seems like you are, you've got a Baneling nest on the way, you've got a hive done. I assume the hive is going to be for Baneling speed. I don't know what else we'd go for here. Maybe a Hydralisk den, some kind of a 2-base lurker play would be kind of interesting too. Good scan, though. Scan recognizes the Baneling Nest and the lair and says, maybe I don't want to expand quite yet. That's a really fast Baneling Nest. Trying to send lings in different directions so as maybe not to alarm the Terran player what's going on here. Actually, you know what? These guys are just a little bit late. So taking a roundabout way anyway. This is going to be scrap. I feel like this is going to get a scrappy tag, an unofficial scrappy tag from Falcon here. I'm really interested in what's going on in this game. 2 Liberators! He's double pumping Liberators right now, which I kind of appreciate immensely. What you kind of want here is a tank, though, against a Baneling bust. Oh, he's got drops, too. So Dropper Lord Baneling stuff off of 2 bases and 21 workers, and the production hub is empty for VaLmaLisK. Okay, well, this is what's happening right now. Concussive Shell on the way. Marauders in production. Not bad against Banelings, for sure, to have Marauders and Concussive Shell. Oh, he is doing multiple drop angles here. So there's nothing at the natural. He's like, oh, I guess I'll just drop in the main then. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. That's 10 SCVs killed. Guess what? There's probably going to be more. Oh my gosh, that one, go! Just explode! SCVs are running for their lives. 17 SCVs killed! This is one of those situations where you're like, oh no, I just lost all my workers because of an early attack. And guess what? VaLmaLisK sacrificed a lot of economy to do that. He does not have a saturated natural base at all. He still has 21 drones to your 6. Oh, there's Lings killing stuff in here. Oh my gosh. All right, that might, I mean, 22 workers is a lot in the first 5 minutes of a MidRank Madness match. Widowmine going to kill this Overlord. And this Overlord gets out of there before the same thing can happen to him. Now, the trick here is that Liberator Harass is really good at the lower levels, and this Liberator is going to get 2 queens and 2 drones, and going to get repaired real nice. Yes, this Liberator is doing some work. Hell, is there anything? How is VaLmaLisK alive at all? There's nothing. Oh my gosh, the drones are all lined up. The fact that this queen is alive is really useful. You can kill it with your Hellions, though, but I like it going after drones, too. I can support this from Integro. Dude, VaLmaLisK is down to 3 drones! At 6 minutes, it is 5 to 5 workers. We have many fewer workers than we started out with in this game at this point in the game. This is amazing. Dude, these Hellions put in some work. 5 kills on that one before it goes down. Ridiculous. So VaLmaLisK, good news is he's about 1,000 minerals in the bank, which is great. Everything that pops out of this hatchery dies to this Liberator. This Liberator is destroyer of worlds. Look, another drone. There's no queens down here to mess with it at all. Like, spores would be amazing, but you have to sacrifice workers for that. Yeah, and then just pick up, reset, see if the queen wants to get out of there, and she does. Oh, takes a hit anyway. That's unfair. Really tried to get out. Okay, one more hit. One more hit. No! The queen micro is too good. Wait! Oh, it wandered back. Oh, it's a race. It's a race, and the queen's gonna win! Liberator, 13 kills, finally goes down. Queen gets 6 kills of her own. Okay, this is where you need to stop harvesting gas, VaLmaLisK. If you are down to 8 workers at any point in the game, stop harvesting gas. Gas will do nothing for you at this point. You need to make more and more drones all the time. Integro, floating a bit of cash here, sitting on about 300 minerals. Income is largely favoring the Zerg player at the moment, interestingly enough. And still no natural base. This is... I mean, no one's had any money for anything, right? That's the problem here. It is an extremely low econ 2-basing Zerg to a 1-basing Integro. He does have a second orbital command, which he is using to double pump SCVs, which is great. And it's going to have a saturated main here in just a second. VaLmaLisK decides to spend some money on some spores, which I can definitely agree with, considering how much damage the Liberators got done in this game. 25 drones have been killed, 22 SCVs have been killed. We are doing all right. We're back up to 20 workers for VaLmaLisK now, 17 here from Integro. He needs to land this natural base. He cannot fear 10 Zerglings. If you fear 10 Zerglings, you're just going to lose the game. Get your Widowmines out there. Trust that your MidRank Madness opponent is not going to have incredible micro against Widowmines with Zerglings. Trust the Widowmines are going to get 10 kills each. And I think that's what you can do. He's just worried about further drops, but I don't know how VaLmaLisK can even afford that. It's almost like we've restarted the entire game. Like, at this point, let's pretend it's 2 minutes, right? We got 2 bases up with the Zerg player. Expansion's done inside the main base for the Terran. A 3rd base should be coming in fairly soon here for VaLmaLisK. He's at 28 workers, and having a 3rd base would really help him with his economy. Zerglings are going to go bring in the Widowmines. Oh, gosh. I mean, way too many. Oh, and they fired. Okay, way too many just casualties there for that Terran army. Ooh, sneaky base up in the top right here from Integro. I like that, except VaLmaLisK has been very active with his SCVs today. Wow. All right, so Widowmines burrowed at the top. Getting inside the bunker would be nice. Landing this would be nice. He's Widowmine dropping against Zerg, which, that killed a lot of stuff, actually. 31 drones have been killed today. Widowmine does go down. Resources lost in this game. 3,300 for VaLmaLisK and 3,000 exactly-ish for Integro. Nidus. All right, Nidus shenanigans coming in. Third base for VaLmaLisK. Love that down the left side. Some idle workers here that really need to go back to work. This has been, wow. This has been one heck of an incredible, close, gutsy match so far. Additional medevacs in production. There's people in the bunker. That's nice. And the natural base lands at 10 minutes and 22 seconds for Integro. And he's got a third base. A very sneaky third base that isn't doing much now, but could pose a major problem for VaLmaLisK later on. What do we think the Nidus... Is there anything in the Nidus? No. So the Nidus is empty, which is not ideal. Another factory coming in. He's just building Widow Mines. He's making Marines. He's got a lot of Widow Mines, actually. Not to the point it's mass Widow Mine. We definitely do have Marauders and Marines here, too. This is just vision, I feel like, for a Nidus. Maybe right about here would be my guess. Oh, yeah. He's got Queens and... Oh, my gosh. Queens, Banelings. He's got 3 bases, but again, the third base is not making anything. VaLmaLisK is an aggressive, low-econ Zerg player. If you can get damage done with this, it works out for you, but if you can't get enough damage, you're going to be so down in economy, it's not going to make any sense. It's not going to make any... Like, you have no ability to win the game if you don't do damage with this kind of a style of an attack. Trust me, I know, as someone who has been this player before. Gosh. See what I'm talking about? 5 kills, 4 kills, 1 kill, and he gets out with the medevac too. That's incredible stuff. And the Queens are all in the Nidus. They're not even here to help. Alright, so this Nidus Worm coming up and is in full vision here of the Terran player, but his response time is approximately... No, not bad. Not horrendous anyway. Alright, man, let the Queens arrive. Widow Mines, get into position. Oh my gosh, there's Banelings wandering out, just getting direct hits the Marauders. Oh, Widow Mines getting a huge hit on those Banelings, but Lings and Queens, okay. The main base, I think, belongs to the Zerg player now. Ton more SCVs have gone down. 31 SCVs have been killed so far in the game. Creep is spreading inside the main base, too. The natural base is fairly safe. I want to call it safe, but I don't know that it's safe at the moment. The only thing that's keeping Integro alive in this game is he has this top right-hand base, which is great. That is good news. I think some Lings tried to run on the front door. Bunker took care of that pretty easily. It's a full evacuation of the main. Everything that can lift off is being lifted off and evacuated right now. Supply depots, no. Engineering bay, no. Armory and refineries, no. The thing is, he doesn't know about this, so he thinks he's got this one. He's like, I am a 2-basing Zerg versus a 1-basing Terran. I am in a great position right now, but that's what sneaky ninjas can do to you, is they can make you feel confident when you really shouldn't be. Widow Mine's coming back in. The medevac dies. Okay, that could have been a lot worse, actually, but 52 drones have been killed. 52! 31 to 28 workers at 13 minutes. This is, again, low econ, scrappy, crazy back and forth times. I believe the name on the replay was something about bananas, which I could agree with. This is a bananas replay for sure. Thank you for sending it in. Holy smokes. Siege tanks, I feel like, would be integral into winning this game against the number of Queens that are here. I don't know. Wall off, have bunker, have Marines to buffer, have a bunch of siege tanks. You can crush this Queen Ling thing. Integro floating his main orbital command out here, I guess? Is he scouting? My goodness. Cyclone gonna burn down this Overlord. Haze. I mean, Cyclone not a horrible idea here. I still think one siege tank probably has more value than a Cyclone does. Baneling busts down the wall. Oh, trying to get in that mineral line. Gonna get... Actually, good pull. One SCV dies. That Queen's gonna die too. Transfuse is good, but... Oh, actually breaks the connection by getting up there. This should land somewhere and drop some mules. Maybe right here for Integro. These Queens are making the slow walk across the map. I think they're probably hotkeyed or something. Liberator is out, but Liberator's one-shotting Lings is not necessarily fast enough to win the game. Dude, look at these SCVs body blocking for this. So many SCVs are dying. 46 SCVs have been killed so far. This Marauder has seen some stuff. He's got 6 kills. He is displeased with the state of his life at the moment, I'm sure. I mean, both players are actually floating a bunch of cash. I think if both players are spending their money actively, if one of them was spending their money actively, they'd probably win. As it stands, VaLmaLisK is in a pretty good spot. 73 to 50 total supply at the moment. Producing Hellions. Hellbats would not be a bad idea here, but Massling, yeah, that's the problem with Cyclones is Massling trades really, really pretty well against them, all things considered. No repair on the bunker. The Liberator is getting kills off. Gonna kill that Queen. Oh, amazing stuff. Transfuse, and the Queen survives. Cyclone dead too. Another Liberator sets up in a range of 1,000,000 Queens. Taking hits, but given as good as she gets here, the transfuses are pretty decent out of VaLmaLisK, I gotta say. And Integro forced to flee from that base too. You know what would be fun is battle cruisers. Oh my gosh, he's getting a fusion core. It's got to be the battle cruisers. The problem is he has enough gas to make one of those. So this is where and VaLmaLisK thinks Integro is bad mannering by lifting off his buildings and floating them off, but nope. That is not what is happening here. Creep spread, whooshing into the natural base of the Terran player. Not something you ever want to hear if you're a Terran player. And yeah, VaLmaLisK is like, I have this thing won. You're floating your buildings. Come on, man. Give me a break, he's saying. 10 supply depots under construction at the moment. He's building a supply depot wall here. He's building, well, he was building a battle cruiser, but then it turns out that he is supply blocked. He needs more gas. Like, it's all about the gas right now. Fully saturating these gases. Oh, he pulled guys off gas to build the wall, and then he's sending them back to mineral. Okay, there we go. Kind of mostly trying to saturate the gases here. This is good. This is good. This is good. One battlecruiser in production. These barracks are really distracting VaLmaLisK at the moment, and he does have this base. Again, fully saturating these gases, I think, are a priority for him. Also, calling down mules would be great. He has enough energy for a mule there. At least one mule available at the very least here. And yeah, he hasn't... He is on track to scout up. Oh, he was up on track to scout up here. Then he changed his mind. Hold up. Hold up. And they found it. Okay. All right, so the links are here. You just have to buy enough time, I guess, with a planetary to try to save your day here. And he can tell there's starports. Ah, this is not a planetary. All right, so this is done. VaLmaLisK kind of saturating his third a little bit. Nidus worm erupting places. It's down here, I suppose, to go after to go after these factories. He's making corruptors, kind of. Dude, jump this battlecruiser now. Go kill all the tech. Or kill all these drones. Like, one battlecruiser in any of these bases would be so good. 2 battlecruisers in either of these bases will win the game. Go, 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 go. Integro, come on, man. What are you doing? Why would you sit these here? It doesn't do anything for you. He's afraid. He's afraid he's going to find 1,000,000 queens and corruptors and spores. Now he's building spores. He's building spores now, but he didn't really have that many before. Ah, Integro, why? Why are you the only Terran player I've ever seen to build battlecruisers and sit them in your base? You jump those suckers across, man. You send them on a journey to wipe out, again, any of these bases will die to 2 battlecruisers currently. Maybe not the main. There's multiple queens and multiple spores here. It's a little bit scarier, but the natural base will die. The third base will die because the queens can't get here fast enough to save it. But he's... The only way this works out for you, Integro, is if you wait. How many battle cruisers do you want? Oh, he's got 3. He's got enough to start another one. Okay, he wants 4. He wants 4 battle cruisers to win the video game. And that's going to destroy him. The 3 battle cruisers win this. 3 battle cruisers kill all this stuff. They do. The 4 queens against 3 battle cruisers? No. There's no way. 1 corruptor? No. Nah, there's 5 corruptors. The window is closing, Integro. Why are you the one Terran player I've ever seen that builds a battle cruiser and then says, now he jumps. Now he jumps. He wants to make sure the Spire dies. Sure, that's fair, I guess. He also really should get Yamato. Is he going to actually... The transfuse is getting poured into the Spire? It's just draining all the energy off of the Queens. It's not actually helping you win this game. Alright, so that's done. If he had Yamato, it would be so good. It would be beyond good right here. The Spores, the Queens aren't really dying, or he's prioritizing the Corruptors, but additional Corruptors are coming in. Oh, Integro. Integro, you had this game. Your Battlecruiser transition was genius. You were just far too cautious. And you set your Battlecruisers in until VaLmaLisK had a big Corruptor army, and then you were toast. There were windows of opportunity there. VaLmaLisK, once he knew there were Battlecruisers, very smartly went for the Corruptors. Fantastic. Just, my goodness, what a game. It's over now. I mean, this is a, 3-basing Zerg who's got Corruptors against a 1-basing Terran who's building Battlecruisers, I guess. Can't repair through the damage, apparently. Now you caustic spray down the planetary. It doesn't matter. VaLmaLisK is your winner in 21 minutes and 21 seconds. That is, yep. That's about what I expected at that point. Oh my goodness to gracious. That was an incredible, just an incredible game overall. What a game. What a MidRank madness that was. I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun there. That was great. I wish MidRank Madness had more views. I think this is going to get maybe, I don't know, maybe 1,000 views. But I feel like they deserve more. That was fun. That was a great replay. Thanks for sending me in VaLmaLisK, I assume. VaLmaLisK has been sending me replays for a very long time. And still playing StarCraft. Oh, Integro. If only you knew. If only you knew how close you were to winning that game. Alright. So, 11,000 resources lost for VaLmaLisK, 15,000 from Integro, including 4 Battlecruisers, who did end up killing, I think, a Corruptor and a Spire before they died. 52 drones died, 58 SCVs went down, an orbital command. 9 Queens got killed. At the end of the day, there were 6, so Queen production good there for VaLmaLisK, too. But yeah, VaLmaLisK, aggressive Zerg player. Incredible. Alright, sweet. So you know what? That's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is before us. Our honor guides us.